Hello, I'm going to talk about Alice in Wonderland syndrome because I have free will on doing this. So Alice in Wonderland syndrome, also known as Todd syndrome, let me just search it up. Is basically a rare neurological condition causing temporary distorted perceptions in size, distance, and body image. It's also named after Lewis Carroll's book, which is called Alice in Wonderland, which is how the name is gotten, I guess. It's also called Todd syndrome or Todd's disease, something like that. It can also give you migraines. It can be caused by migraines, infections like EBV, or epilepsy. Now here's the key symptoms. How do I say it? Let's skip that part. Let's skip the name of this thing. Objects appear much smaller or larger than they are. Mostly, for example, you see a random shoe on the ground. It looks big, like super big. Never mind. Objects appear closer or farther away. For example, you see a chair. It's gonna be like far, then you notice it, or maybe it's gonna be near, then you notice. Body image distortions. Feeling as though body parts, head or hands, are shrinking, growing, or changing shape. Altered time and sound. Time may seem to pass very slowly or fast. Sounds may feel intense or distorted. Disorientation. You might feel like being split into two or detached. You might feel like you've been cut in half. Seeing tiny animals or people. Mostly, this is based on Lewis Carroll's novel, book, something. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. It all starts with 14-year-old Alice, I think, going into Wonderland and seeing all types of characters like the White Rabbit, the Tweedledee and Tweedledum twins, and the Queen of Hearts, the White Queen, aka the Ice Queen for some reason, and stuff. Here's the causes. Okay, so Alice in Wonderland syndrome, mostly called AIWS, is not a disease of the eye but a sensory distortion in the brain. Mostly because your brain has a glitch. Like me. I'm joking, I don't have Alice in Wonderland syndrome. So basically, what starts with the most common factor is mostly migraines. It's the most primary cause on like adults, mostly in like late teens, I think. Next one, infections. Mostly the Epstein-Barr virus is most common cause in children. So anyway, epilepsy. Temporal lobe epilepsy can trigger episodes. Mostly epilepsy is like when you're like flashing lights, I think, at someone who has epilepsy and then they like start having a seizure. Mostly, it can also be in other potential causes. Mostly brain lesions or tumors, head trauma, or like certain medication like AIDS medicine, I think. Mostly it's in like, oh my gosh, is my nose bleeding? Never mind. Sorry y'all, I thought my nose was bleeding. It bleeded last time. Anyway, age. It often is diagnosed in like children around 8.5 years old, though it can also affect adults too. Mostly in like adults in their 20s or 30s or 40 or 50 or 60s or 70s or something like that. diagnosis and prognosis. How do I say that? Ouch. Anyway, it's primarily clinical, involving a review of symptoms. Doctors may use MRI, EGG, or blood tests to rule out the other brain conditions. Prognosis. Excellent! Episodes are temporary, lasting only a few minutes and often disappear on their own. Mostly, I don't know why. Treatment. No specific treatment, no! But doctors focus on managing underlying triggers like migraine medication or like treating infections. Okay, so y'all can find this on like Wikipedia, clevelandclinic.org, PMBC and stuff. So here's an example of like Alice in Wonderland syndrome. I call it Alice in Wonderland syndrome for a reason. Next one. Wait, no. As you can see, this is Alice. Yes, it's Alice. You can tell because I don't know. And this is another Alice. Mostly it affects your like brain and not your like eyes, but mostly it's the brain's tumor problem or something. Don't worry, it's real. If you're gonna search if it's fake, it's real. Also, Todd's disease doesn't go away. It's a syndrome after all. Syndromes don't go away.